Hello, this is William, and this is a tutorial on how to use the Wusik pumper MIDI with Reaper, but the principle should apply to other DAWs too, because it's a very simple way to use it. So first let me add some sounds to my track here. I'm going to add a bass, make it a bit longer. So okay, I have 3 tracks now. So what I want to do is create a bus track. So for that, what I'm going to do is insert a new track. I'm going to put this new track to the top. So this is going to be my bus track. And then I'm going to route the audio. Let's put the kick on the last track. So the kick is going to be here. In case you're wondering, this is Reaper with the template called Imperial. I just edited it a bit, but it's basically the Imperial template. It's a free template for Reaper. So okay, so now I have these 2 tracks here that I want to send to a bus. So what I do is hold Ctrl, click on Route, and drop to the first track. So it's adding a bus there. Going to do the same for the third track. Hold Ctrl, click on Route, and drag to the first track. And then I go back to Route, I just click Route. It says send to master. I'm going to disable that, so it doesn't send to master. The same for the third track. So now I have the 2 tracks. So I have the last track is the kick, that one is sent to master, and no bus. And the other 2 doesn't send to master. You can see here master send channel. And then the send to track 1, which is my bus track. I can rename the track if I want to bus, but usually I just have 1 bus on my projects, and it's always the first track, so I know that's the bus track. So anything that I have which has some bass to it, I'm going to add to the first track, to the bus track. So there I can add my pumper effect now. So here is Wusik pumper MIDI. I'm going to add to the track, and then I can close it now. And then I'm going to add the MIDI events there. I can add from the MIDI keyboard, or I can just go insert new MIDI item there. And since it's just a 4-on-4, I'm just going to add like this. So this is going to trigger the pump effect. So it's going to duck the audio. And let me check the length. I'm going to click G for groove, and I can stretch it as long as I want. That's enough, just so we have an idea of what's going on. Now I'm going to hit F7, and then here I'm going to adjust how much I want the sound to duck. So I have the envelope attack and decay. So I can adjust the attack and decay to make the ducking of the audio of everything but the kick a bit more noticeable if I want. I can adjust how much of the audio is going to be ducked. So in this case, I put infinite, so it's going to duck all the audio. And you can see here there are two LEDs. The first LED is for the envelope trigger, and the second LED is for the MIDI trigger. So I can check if my routing of the MIDI is working correctly. And the age button here is going to, because by default, when age is not selected, so it's off right now, you can see it's on and it's off. When it's off, it's going to use only the MIDI note on. So it's going to ignore the note length. So it's just going to use the note on for triggering the envelope, the attack decay envelope. But if I click on hold, what I can do is use the length of the MIDI to hold the envelope down, actually the envelope up, and it's going to duck all the sound. So you can see where is the note has more length to it, is going to hold more time the ducking of the sound. So if it's able, it's going to ignore that. If I turn it on, it's going to use the length again. So you can create some very complex ducking on the sound in any way you want. And you just have to adjust the attack and decay, because if you're using on a bass sound and you put a very quick attack like this is going to be a very quick attack. It could clip the audio a bit because it's just cutting the audio like a razor blade, and it could be on the top of the waveform, so it's going to clip and click. But in this case, I don't hear it. It's clicking, maybe because of the kick playing, but it sounds okay. So that's it. That's how you use the Wusik Pumper MIDI. So the idea is that you have a track with the kick going to master, and everything that you want to duck, the audio, mostly bass line and synth lines that has a bit of bass. You want to duck, you to add to a bus track. Keep in mind that not every DAW supports that. So depending on the DAW, you're going to add the Wusik pumper to a bus channel actually, and then you have to create a track that routes the MIDI output to the Wusik pumper MIDI. So you get the effect. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.